room for a third category of device in the middle. Something that's between a laptop and a smartphone. And we call it the iPad. So, let me show it to you now. This is what it looks like. I happen to have one right here. That's what it looks like. Very thin. It's just like this.
Today marks 10 years since the original iPad launched, and it's changed a lot of things like how we look at tablets and iPads today. Before the iPad, tablets were basically computers with styluses, that's it. But when the iPad launched, it was a really big deal. It was one of the biggest innovations of the 2010s, and it changed how iPads and tablets look and function. But let's get right into the specifications. The original iPad had a 1 GHz Apple A4 chip with 256 MB of RAM, a 9.7 display running at 1024 by 768. The original iPad was 1.5 pounds and 190 millimeters thick, making this a pretty heavy and thick iPad compared to today. Now, this iPad only supports up to iOS 5, which is what mine is running. iOS 5 has quite limited app and game support, but I was actually able to find quite a bit of apps and games I was able to run this. The iPad's performance isn't that bad. It can run most simple games like Minecraft, Dumb Ways to Die, or Angry Birds pretty well. And even a game like Vice City runs pretty decent. So I'm going to show some clips here on some games I could record. Apart from games, I was also able to get some apps. YouTube doesn't really work well. I mean, sometimes it's able to load the featured page and maybe search up a video, but most of the times it doesn't work. Netflix actually does work pretty well. Up to now it works pretty well. I mean, you can watch any show pretty well, subtitles work, audio works pretty good. Now the App Store and iMessage, they still work pretty well. FaceTime doesn't really work because you don't have a camera. Something I did not mention though was that I jailbroke my iPad, and it's because of how limited I was without jailbreaking it. Without jailbreaking it, the App Store doesn't really let you download many apps. You're pretty limited, but jailbreaking it let me download a lot more apps, and I could download tweaks that could help improve my iPad and a lot more things. So most of these things was done using jailbreak. So if you have an original iPad, I recommend jailbreaking it, as it would give you many more things. And if you need help doing any of that, I'll be glad to make a video on it. And that's basically my video. This video was just made to celebrate 10 years of the original iPad. It's been 10 years exactly since it was launched, and it's capable of doing quite a bit of things, but it has a lot of limitations. But for a 10-year-old device, that's not too bad. The iPad did change a lot of the things that we know today. Even Android tablets were influenced by the original iPad in some way. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. I'm just gonna show some more clips of the iPad, and that's gonna be the end of the video. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time. Peace.